All right, we are back. It is day 6, and we are going to learn about some content blocks that you can put into your landing page. So yesterday's video was kind of a doozy. Let's just jump right into it. All right, so here we have the dashboard, and we come to website, and we come to landing pages, and this is just becoming so easy for you now. Hooray, that's awesome. And here we have the page we're working on, the freebie page. So I'm going to click right there, and we are going to jump right into editing it. Wow, I have to say that word so often, and it just trips me up every time. Editing it. Okay, so yesterday's video was kind of a doozy. I don't like making them that long. We're going to try and keep this one a little bit shorter. When you click over here in Add Section, you'll notice that there are some basic content sections, some hero sections, some features, a carousel, marketing and events, images, audio, videos, offers and pricing, FAQs, testimonials, socials, and custom. Okay, wow. How am I going to keep this video not so crazy? There's just a lot of content here. So what I'm going to do is just let you explore all of these on your own. Just know that if you click on one, it will pop up here, give you a preview of what it is. And also know that in probably mostly in most of these different sections, there isn't going to be anything that you can do with one of them that you can't do with the other. With a couple exceptions, largely all of these sections are just different layouts of the content that is available in any section. So take some time to explore them. I'm just going to jump in with a text section, and I'm going to add that to the page. Now, I do want to go back and into the section area and just mention this custom widgets bit. The custom widgets is something that Kajabi has worked out with Common Ninja, where you can get Common Ninja widgets onto your page. It's a separate pricing. You do get one free widget that you can use on one page. If you want more than that, you need to subscribe to them, and you can do that through Kajabi. And so they've got some cool widgets there that you can check out if you feel like using that type of content. Now, here is the section that we made, and here is the text. And we talked about how you can edit this in the other video, but I do want to just show here are all of these pieces of content that we were seeing on the section for like the different section layouts. And all of these pieces of content are available in basically any section that you have. An accordion is an interesting FAQ feature where you can have like your question, and then you hit the little plus button, and then this text pops up. It doesn't do that in the edit mode, but that's how that works. And this gets edited basically just like a normal text box, except with the exception here, you can see there's an icon. So you can change the color. You can change it between a plus and an arrow. And so that is kind of a unique feature for the accordion. And some of these pieces of content will have unique features. For instance, the blog post, if you use the blog functionality in Kajabi, you can put the post number and it will show that post. But it's something that updates. It's not a fixed number. So if you post more, then, if you're saying, show me the first, second, and third post, then this will always be updated with those new posts. What else do we have in here? The call to action, that's something that we use a lot. And we went through how to edit the call to action in the last video, but you'll notice that there is also a call to action modal. And one of the button actions is to open a modal. And again, the modal is just a little message that pops up. It looks just like that. And so if you want someone to get a little message after you push a button, you can use the modal, and that's how you edit it. The card action and the feature content block, these are also some content blocks that I like. So I'm going to put a card in, and I'm going to put a feature in. And I'm going to make this call to action be on its own row so that we see these two side by side. So notice how a card has a big picture. The picture is lined up with the background of the card, and then it has text and a button. And the feature is an image placed above text. So if you want to do something like a testimonial, the feature works really well, and you can put a picture of someone's face right there and their words right there. You can also make this image really big. So if I come here and I click on the image, then I come over into the left toolbar, I can go to image style, and I can go to image width, and I can make this big. And so this feature block is pretty good. It is technically possible to line up an image above text using the image block and the text block, but it's just so much easier with feature and with card. And you can turn on the call to action for each of these. So if I want a call to action on my feature, there it is. If on my card I don't want a call to action, then I can turn it off. Wow, there's the modal. There it is. I can turn it off. And so the card and the feature block are pretty cool. What other content do I like using here? Forms, of course, and we went through the form in the lead magnet video. And image, the image block is also really important. If you're doing side by side text and something, keep in mind that your row is going to be 12 columns wide. And so an image that is 5 or 6 usually works really well beside text. This little button right here, add to section gallery. So if you're creating a gallery of images, your images on your page can all be a part of that gallery by clicking that little box there. And so that's good to know. On your image, you can also have an image action, just like a button. So all of the button actions can be applicable to an image if you want. And you can control your image width, and the border of it can make it more round or less round. A caption is something that displays in the image gallery, but the image alt attribute is something that is good for SEO, and it is what screen readers read if someone is using the accessibility features to have the screen read to them. So you can change the background of your image block, and this is actually let's show this because this isn't as intuitive as you might wonder. So I turn the image on. It's not the background color of the image, but it's the box that the image is sitting in. And so you see it here in the corners because I made my image have rounded corners. And if I say went down to the desktop layout and squished my image over to the left, you would also see some color there. Let's revert that. So that's the image block. What else do we have in here? Feature image, the link list, the multi-video launch. I'm not going to get into that. That is pretty niche use. The offer, if you have offers set up, and I don't have any offers set up yet, but it can display an offer. I don't actually like using this block. I much rather use a card or a feature block when I'm trying to sell something or talk about my offer. And that's just because, just take my word for it, just don't use that one. Use the other ones. The pricing card, though, is also good. And I like the pricing card because it layers some things and gives you some flexibility. And in this checklist, it comes built in with checks, pluses, or stars, which is pretty cool. I wish that Kajabi in their regular bullet icon, for just making bullets would give you this ability just built in, but it is only in the pricing card there. Now, if you do want to add some cool bullets or whatnot, there is some code that you can put in for that. It's not quite as clear and easy to use as the font size code, but it certainly is manageable. We've got social icons where you just have your icons, and then you can, as many as you've got, you can put the links in there and it just throws the icons up. This one here, though, is a new piece of content and pretty cool. It's the social share. And this actually makes it so that people can click that and then it prompts them to share through various means, which is pretty cool. And that we've got the video and we've got the text. Oddly, the text box, the one I use the most, it's at the very bottom. But that's just the way it is. Now, the video box is cool. It's got our video and you can change the size of it. And you can add a video and a cover image. Here's the player accent color. It will be the primary color of the page unless you change it here. And then player settings. This is something I wanted to show you. So you can affect all of these things by turning them on or off. And it's just good to know what you are allowing your people to do when you're watching the video, when they're watching your videos. So that is all of the different content blocks that you can put in, as well as in the sections, just a little bit of an arrangement for them so that you can see them. And that covers the page. So take some time again just to explore these things. Maybe you're still working on the landing page for your lead magnet. Now that you've got the tools from today and yesterday, I feel confident that you'll be able to finish that right up and start sharing it. So I will see you tomorrow for another day in your step to become a Kajabi master, or at least a Kajabi Zen. To reach your Kajabi Zen, come back tomorrow.